That whole lifestyle that you guys think is making it, boy, it ain't making it. Dax is making it. He just got all these shows. Oh, I feel you, Dax. Man, what you doing with all this beef? All I can see is your fat ass. That's what they call me. I hadn't heard somebody call me fat ass in years. They called me fat ass the other day. I said, oh my, no, Justin Trudeau called me fat ass. He said something fat ass. I said, I haven't heard fat ass since for years he ain't heard fat ass. I was so happy to hear somebody call me fat ass. They haven't called me fat ass since 2015, 2016. I said, oh, I made it to the fat ass level now, did I? Oh, he's fat ass now. That was a big wake-up call. I was like, damn, because I was fat ass back in 2016, so I know where I'm at now. He is the fat ass. But I like women's fat ass. You know, I'm not homosexual. And neither is Justin. He's got a woman, and she's goddamn attractive. Her name's fucking... What's her name? She happens to be a relation. That's the funny thing. What's her goddamn name? Sophie Trudeau. She looks just as good as this ground beef. That's what she does. She looks like a pound of ground beef to everybody. Even to my father, John Slote, who... He's down there in Tennessee. It's weird. I'm already... I'm a mix of Justin's family and Sophie's family. They didn't have me. I'm not their child. I'm their cousin or whatever. But my mom was part of Justin's family. That's why you have Aiden and all that. And my dad was part of like the same family as that Sophie or whatever. So that son might end up looking a lot like me when he's older. Because when I was born, I had like a blonde hair. And then it got darker. What some of the kids may not know yet is, I remember when you're a kid, you're just learning, like, what's the economy, what's the war, what's everything that's going on, right? Who's who? Do I have to have a gun or not? That's what I remember when I was young, like a kid. We had our antique in the drawer, and I opened it. I said, "You don't need a gun here in Canada." Little did I know when I got older. You needed a gun. I wish I would have been a man, grabbed that gun and hit it, and because we needed a gun here in Canada. And yes, they did need somebody like me here in Canada because I was born here in Canada. So they tried to take me to the U.S. Yeah, that's what happened. The military and everybody, they tried to pick me up down there, but I made the decision that I wanted to be a Canadian. They picked me up when I was just a child. Just a child. When was it? 4th grade? But I do love the U.S. and it's the U.S. not all the U.S. politics, but some of them. Oh, you know what I have? That Worcestershire. I think the first time I ever tried that was in the U.S. Well, no, they have it like when Grandma or my mom or Dad used to make it. They would make it. Then we went down to the U.S. and they thought we wanted to learn everything from them. Nikki, oh, this is Worcestershire and this is this and blah, blah, blah. And no, we've had Worcestershire. They may say that's a little bit too much Worcestershire. Beer meets food or whatever, I showed them on I got a latest video about, wow, they have sandwiches at Costco. Man, if you live in a Costco area, boy. Then it's a good choice. Instead of pizza or instead of their hot dog. I was famous for their $1.50 special. You get a hot dog and a drink. You can refill it. You can get mustard. You can get... Well, no, they even have onions and sauerkraut. It was my Auntie Carolyn, who happens to be a gold member, that showed me it. But Carolyn doesn't just eat at there. We also, well, she does. I don't. But I got to go along many times. This has got nothing to do with Dalstrong. This is just me making my goddamn lunch or whatever. Well, this is going to be lunch and dinner. It's about 4:07. Oh, you don't even have to touch the hamburger, really, because the vegetables are going to cook with it, so I'm just going to flatten it down. I got bread. It might be like a hamburger stew, slop